Welcome to Dirt Friends. WNBA fan, a breaking news story just came out that took everyone by surprise. The WNBA free agency market is on fire, and one of the biggest names in the league has already made her decision. Nneka Ogwumike is renewing with the Seattle Storm. If you blinked, you may have missed the first big moves of this offseason, but don't worry, because I'm going to tell you everything that's happened so far and why this free agency promises to be one of the most exciting in recent years. Get ready, because there's a lot of action in coming. What has happened so far in the WNBA free agency? Nneka Ogwumike is staying in Seattle. WNBA legend Nneka Ogwumike has decided to renew with the Seattle Storm, where she arrived last season as an unrestricted free agent, and who broke the news none other than her own sister Chiney Ogwumike live on ESPN. That's right, a family revelation broadcast to the world. Na's decision to stay with the Storm shows that the Pacific Northwest team has ambitious plans for next season. The Storm already has Jewel Lloyd and superstar Yaa Magor, in addition to the recently signed Skylar Diggins-Smith. With this roster, Seattle wants to get back to the top and compete for the title, but this is just the beginning. The WNBA doesn't sleep, and other teams have already started to move to build powerful rosters. Just look at what has already happened. Minnesota Lynx strengthen its roster. The Lynx wasted no time in ensuring that they will remain competitive in the 2025 season. Minnesota Star Tribune journalist Kent Youngblood confirmed that the team intends to resign Naisha Hedden and also bring in Mariam Badana, center from the French national team, who currently shines at Fenerbahce. This means that the Lynx are betting heavily on physical play and defense. With Badana arriving, Minnesota could have one of the best center rotations in the league. Odyssey Sims returns to the Sparks. She's back. Odyssey Sims, an experienced and talented point guard, will wear the Los Angeles Sparks jersey once again. The information came from Rachel Galligan from Weeder and promises to bring new energy to the Californian team. Sims has already played 2 full seasons with the Sparks in 2017 and 2018 and returned for a few games last season. Now, with a roster full of promise, she can help the Sparks return to the playoffs and regain their strength in the league. Mega trade involves 3 teams and takes Sada Sabali to the Mercury. If you like explosive trades, hold on to this one. Sada Sabali, one of the great stars of the Dallas Wing, is going to the Phoenix Mercury, and it wasn't just a simple transfer. This was a triple trade which moved 3 different teams. Check out how it turned out. Phoenix Mercury receives Sada Sabali. Dallas Wings receives Nalissa Smith ex Indiana Fever. Indiana Fever receives Sophie Cunningham ex Phoenix Mercury. In other words, the Mercury now has a monstrous big 3 with Alyssa Thomas, Kia Copper, and Sada Sabali. What does this mean? That Phoenix wants to fight for the title immediately. This trade not only improves the Mercury, but also moves Dallas and Indiana, who will now have new pieces to strengthen their rosters. Natasha Howard returns to the Indiana Fever, another big star returning to her roots. 3-time WNBA champion Natasha Howard will play for the Indiana Fever again. Howard was drafted by the Fever in 2014, but her stint there was short. Now she returns to form a great team alongside Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, and Caitlin Clark. With Howard back, Indiana is officially becoming one of the most dangerous teams in the league. The Fever already has the last 2 WNBA Rookies of the Year, Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark, and now adds a veteran with plenty of titles and experience. What's next? This free agency is just beginning, and we already have players changing teams, contracts being renewed, and trades that could transform the league. But there are still many unanswered questions. Where is Breanna Stewart going? Who will sign Skylar Diggins-Smith? Will the Chicago Sky make any surprise moves? Stay tuned, my fellow WNBA fans, because the next few days are going to be insane, and I'll be here to bring you all the updates. This WNBA free agency is already shaping up to be one of the most exciting ever. Seeing Nneka Ogwumike stay in Seattle was a great decision for the Storm, but what's really catching my attention is the amount of impactful trades happening so early. Sada Sabali's move to the Mercury was one of the biggest moves yet. Phoenix is clearly building a team to compete for a title, and I already see them as one of the favorites for the season. But without a doubt, the team that surprised me the most was the Indiana Fever, with Natasha Howard back along with Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark. The Fever could be the most fun team to watch in 2025. Now, all we can do is wait and see what the next big announcements will be, because if we've already had so much movement in the first few days, just imagine what's still to come. Stay tuned, because this free agency is going to make history. Please like this video and subscribe this channel. Thank you.